Hello, beautiful people, and welcome to another edition of Fakebook News Part 7. It has been a really nice week here in the UK, blazing hot summer heat. It's been really enjoyable. It has been quite extreme. I have had the fan on as I've been sleeping, but I'm enjoying it. I'm making the best of it. I think we've got another 2 more days left here, and they said it's gonna start to go down a bit, start to, be a little bit more cooler. But it's been nice. It has been nice. I think 38 Celsius or something like that, which is quite extreme, but it's been nice. As you know, we've got the World Cup on. England is qualified. A lot of it's been a good World Cup. Tonight, Ecuador just qualified just now. Beat Germany. It's been good. It's been uplifting. It's been uplifting, guys. It has been uplifting, definitely. And I'm not really a football fan, but I feed off of the energy. I feed off the good vibes, I'm trying to say, and it's been good. But anyway, let's get into it, guys. Right, so where did we leave off from the last Fakebook news? Okay, so I remember talking about South African madness. There's some guy walking around South Africa telling people they had until June, the 30th of June to leave South Africa. I just recently spoke to some guy, a South African, down the park the other day, and he kind of went into a little bit more detail. And basically, he was saying that in South Africa, there's a lot of corruption going on within the police force, within the justice system, within the politicians and the government. And up until last year, they were going after these people. They were about to expose a lot of the phony or the corrupt officials. That's what they're about to do. And then out of the blue, it suddenly shifted. The agenda suddenly shifted towards, oh, we have these immigrants in our country and they're taking up all of the jobs and we must get them out. And all of a sudden it shifted from these corrupt politicians and police force and all of that to these foreigners are coming over here, especially Nigerians, and they're destroying the country. So they said it's kind of weird how ironic how it just happened to kind of come in at a stage where they were going after these people, because there's like apparently mafia and all that kind of stuff, powerful people corrupting South Africa right now, and it had nothing to do with Nigerians. That's what this guy told me anyway, and I believe him. So I'm trying to say. Same thing with Trump. Trump, there was the Epstein files, and then all of a sudden it shifted from the Epstein files to him suddenly going after this, starting a war with some other countries. I'm trying to say, and it shifted it, didn't it? No, now no one's talking about Epstein files anymore. They're now focusing on this new state of harass or whatever it's called. So I'm trying to say, so that's what's going on with South Africa. Coming directly from a South African. Begging Nigel. Yes, I remember watching some sort of clip where some guy was begging Nigel Farage, saying, look, please, there are some good foreigners. And it was a dreadful clip to see, basically, because I wouldn't be begging Nigel Farage for nothing. So I'm trying to say, the guy, not Nigel Farage, just like me begging Tommy Robinson. I think in fact I'd stand more of a chance begging Tommy Robinson for leniency on certain what's the word, immigrants, than I would Nigel Farage. So I'm trying to say, I reckon Tommy Robinson is more down to earth than Nigel Farage is. But remember, with politicians, they're so like sly and sleazy and snakes that they don't come out and say you effing this or effing that. They're very good at their words. So I'm trying to say, so they're not going to come out and truly tell you how they feel. They're going to kind of mask it in politeness and all that kind of stuff. Sleazy. So I'm trying to say, whereas you get people like Trump that just say it how it is. Look how he was talking down on Somalians. They're this and they're scum, and he didn't hold back. But at least he let people know what type of person Trump is, I'm trying to say, and what he truly thinks. I mean, he's a racist. No, I wouldn't say a racist, but he's a person where you know where you stand with him. So I'm trying to say, whereas Nigel Farage and the rest of them like to play this game, and they're very smart with their words, to the point where if you're not really intellectual on a certain level, you'll buy into it. So I'm trying to say, whereas other people, like, that you can't fool me. So I'm trying to say. What else did I talk about? Keira Starmer banning social media. That's not going to happen, is it? Let's quickly move on past this, guys. 5 minutes. Right. I talked about minority births outnumber white births. That's it. There was a what do you call it? A headline: minority births now outnumber white births in America. I used the help of ChatGPT to clarify that. I talked about Rachel Jones' forced rape accusations. Right. Let's begin. Before we do, quick disclaimer: I do use the ChatGPT. I do not use it as a best friend. I'm not talking to it on a daily basis, like covering my real friends or anything like that. I'm not falling in love with it. It's not my girlfriend. It's not my boyfriend. I just use ChatGPT every now and then to kind of fact check things, and also use it for general things. You know, some people use it to kind of help them with. Some people in school use it to help them with their tasks. Some people use it in business to help them write templates and all kinds of stuff. Some people use it to even, there's even chatbots out there that are bargaining with people. Rather than me bargaining with someone, I send ChatGPT or an agent to go and bargain a deal whilst I'm working. And then they come back and they say, right, I managed to reduce £50 off of that, of Mr. Johnson for you. And I say, okay, brilliant. Brilliant, Tom, my chat agent. Thank you. So that's how far we've come in regards to using AI now. Right, let's get stuck into it, guys. Sorry about the lag today. So basically, my main PC is busted, and I'm having to use this kind of like slower PC. So every now and then it will kind of get stuck, or there may be a lag as I'm talking. I blabbered on for too long. Let's get stuck into Fakebook news. Let's go, guys. Right. Sorry, bear with me, guys. Right, so let's log in again. Again, these are random, guys, okay? These are random random posts. I do not know what's going to come up on the wall, okay? Right, let's move on. She might not be the worst rapper ever. Oh, this was funny. It was funny, but I'm not going to go into it. This made me cry. What is it? How long is it?
To do, okay? Look at me when I'm talking to you. And don't give me that pleasant look. That pleasant look. You don't know when you are instructed to do something. Now you may do all this. Do this way at home? Well, why in the hell do you come here and do it? It ain't gonna work here. Understand? And let me tell you something. With children, you don't know. You headed for trouble, boy. You better try to listen to somebody trying to help and save you. Okay? When grown folks tell you what to do, let me tell you, baby, I love you. But when you think you're grown, you see, who else have you seen do this? Well, where do you get this shit from? That you want. Look at me when you talk to me. Look at me. Look at me straight. Hold your head up. Do you think 11 years old, you can do what you want to do? How you want to do it? Well, why you do it? Why you do it? Why you do it? You ain't wrong.
Alright, well, yeah, it's good. Well, let's move on past that, guys. Okay, so she's schooling him, which they need. 27-year-old Florida woman found hanging from a tree, and the family wants answers. There's been quite a few black people hanging in America, and a lot of the time they try to claim that it's suicide, that they're purposely killing themselves, these black people, and it's just too many to be a coincidence. I'm trying to say. Right, let's move on, guys. Young black old boy was detained by police for walking home. They claimed his behavior was not normal. Right.
Boy was just walking home and he was detained because he kept looking back at the cop. Detained for what? Here you have another example of police officers literally targeting black and brown people for no reason. This 16-year-old boy was just walking home and he was detained because he kept looking back at the cop. Detained for walking a little bit too fast for the cop's taste. This is what black and brown people deal with every single day. Watch this.
What's going on, man? Come here. You're not in trouble.
He's walking home. Then why are you stopping him?
What's going on?
Look, little white boy Cracker got pissed off that a black kid...
Alright, let's move on. Guys, I'll be honest with you, I'm going to try and avoid the whole racial, because it does get me worked up. It does get me worked up, guys. I'm going to try my best to avoid these clips, okay? Because they do kind of kill it, if I'm be honest with you. They, bitch don't kill my vibe, as, what's that rapper? I can't remember his name now. He's got a song called Bitch Don't Kill My Vibe, and that's how I kind of feel. I kind of feel that enough of these videos now, they're killing my vibes now. Kendrick Lamar, that's it. Bitch Don't Kill My Vibe, listen to it. Well, that has nothing to do with racism, by the way. Just the name of his song. Right, let's get back to it. I don't want to get into that. Oh my god, I've got too many racist stuff on my feed, man. What's going on? Oh no, broke his neck. Oh wow.
He hooks me. Things feel okay. I end up going up in the air, but I could tell I don't have enough clearance. But you know, when you're launched, there's not a whole lot you can do. I can attempt to put a hand down. Yeah, man. I immediately feel myself get dumped on the top of my head and spill to the floor. But honestly, at the time, I didn't really think much of it.
Were you in pain?
No, not really. I was able.
Nah, that's crazy. This is something I'm trying to say. And there was a guy called Randy Orton, and basically he said that Randy Orton, everyone knows Randy Orton, and it was his dad that got him into it. And Randy Orton, because there was so much racism going back in the day with WWE, and he said that certain wrestlers would do something called A.O.P, and an A.O.P stands for accident on purpose. So you're wrestling a guy and he's got this hatred for you. And remember, wrestling is dangerous. You've got to rely on a guy. You're trusting a guy with your body. You're trusting him with your body. I don't want to change the subject, but a perfect example of that was when I was training the Ultra MMA, training to jump in the ring and do a charity fight. There's certain times where we're going through certain drills where you're allowing another person to pick you up. And they're supposed to pick you up and drop you safely. And if they don't know what they're doing, basically there was more chance of me getting injured during training than there was during the actual fight. I was more worried during training where I'm vulnerable, allowing a guy to put me in compromised positions, and trusting that he's going to be, you know, gentle and professional. And that's kind of how it is with wrestling. And if you're what's the word, the person that you're working with wrestling, your, what do you want to call it, your partner, your business partner, whatever you want to call it, doesn't have your best interests at heart, things like that can happen. Not to say that the guy that done that to him done it on purpose, but it's not an industry I would get into where I would allow another man to have that much power over me. And there's too many risks involved, you know, and yeah, I wouldn't do it personally. But someone like Booker T, I have to give it to him because him and his brother worked in that kind of era around a lot of kind of dodgy people, and you just got to be tough. You got to be tough. Let's move on, guys.
Sherry, help.
Yeah, that's nothing. I was watching a video where this old man was in a gym. He looked about late 40s, I'd say maybe mid 50s, and he picked up the barbell, and for some reason it slipped. I think he had 130 kilograms, so he did have quite a bit on the bar, and basically it slipped and it kind of dropped and landed on his chest. And he managed to kind of push it off, and he got up and he was fine. He was like, oh, and he got up and he's fine. And then about 40 seconds later, he dropped on the floor and he was dead. It didn't kill him instantly, but where he didn't have the proper grip on his fingers, the barbell dropped, hit him on his chest there, and he pulled it off and he's like, oh, and he jumps up and he's like, oh. And then about no more than 50 seconds, he dropped down and he's dead. That's what I'm trying to say. Right, let's move on.
called Marcus. It's so strange. When I saw you, I was like, hi. It's so strange. You look just like him.
I'm not sure that's a good or a bad.
No, it's good. I promise you.
Right, so this hustle thing basically exposes, this is the second video now where it's called Hustle, and it's talking about how certain businesses scam customers. The last one that I saw was a bartender scamming the customers by pretending to put a large amount. They would ask for lemonade and vodka, and the bartender would do some sort of trick where she would only put literally a quarter of a shot into someone's drink, and the person would walk away paying like £9 for something that was literally a quarter of a shot, and majority of it was ice and lemonade, and exposed that. I'm not going to play the whole thing of this because it goes on for literally 5 minutes, and we're not going to waste our time with it. But it's called The Real Hustle. This was quite funny, guys. I don't know if they got the video here, but a UFC fighter, there's just a video of him in the airport, and apparently he's talking a bit kind of ghetto, and they're saying that what's his name now? I can't remember his name now. We'll move on past that anyway. Lark Voorhees says Hollywood was afraid to embrace her after her schizoaffective disorder diagnosis. Look, we're living in a world where the government about 10 years ago was trying to encourage people to go up to their bosses and saying, look, I suffer from this, I suffer from that, encouraging them, saying that, it's in their best interest and this and that, and it sounded dumb and retarded at the time. And then trial went on for about 5 years, and then they put out a new report saying that that's the worst thing you can do. The worst thing you can do is go up to your boss and your colleagues at work and tell them that you suffer from depression, schizophrenia, bipolar. That's the worst thing you could ever do, because you will be targeted and singled out. Do you understand? But the government did try it. Go up to your boss and tell your colleagues, and they will be sympathetical with you and blah blah blah. No, they won't. They will single your ass out, because I've seen it. Do you understand? All right. Let's move on. This woman done really good. If she looked like that at 53, and that's what she looks at 60, then wow. And she obviously put in some work. Yeah, I can tell you as a personal trainer, work, guys, because you don't get that transformation. Let's look at her. Right. You don't get that transformation, guys, yeah? It doesn't come strictly by working out. That's not how, it doesn't work that way. In order to get a transformation like that, you have to have the right diet. It has to coincide with the right diet. And believe me, it's not easy. Because they say one day of bad eating spoils 3 or 4 days of working out, of eating the right food. Just one day, one cheat day, spoils 4 days of professional sticking to the program, working out twice a day and eating the right food and blah blah blah, getting the right sleep. Just one cheat day. So to look like that, you have to be consistently on it. There's no room for cheat days or failure or being sloppy. So I'm trying to say. So congrats to her. Let's move on. Sorry guys, let's get back to the one. Yeah, like I said, I don't want to see any more racist videos tonight, guys. We're going to kind of try to stay away from that, because it changes my vibes. I'm trying to say it changes my vibes. Staying single when you know you can't provide is one of the smartest decisions you can make as a man. Staying single when you know you can't provide. Look, right now I can't. Right now, the only person I'm providing for is my daughter. Do you understand? I'm not going to lie, guys. I'm not making a large amount of money. My only concern is my daughter. I'm not, and I tell women that as well. I've met many women, and I've told them straight, look, whatever money I have is going towards my daughter. I have no interest in taking you out and showering you gifts and blah blah blah. Especially at my age now, I'm approaching 47. You're a big woman, I'm a big woman. Your kids have left home. Mine is really young. My daughter is only 5 years old now. Your kids are left home. You don't have responsibility. you work a good job, you got your own house, this and that. I'm not going to be sharing you this. My money is not focused on you. My money as a black father is focused on my daughter. I'm doing something that my dad didn't do. And you as a black woman should be applauding me for it. You understand? I get that, yeah, I'm not being a provider for you, blah, blah, blah. No, I'm not. But I'm breaking that cycle within our people, within our community, within our ethnic minority. Do you understand? I'm breaking the cycle of being a lousy father that impregnates God knows how many women, and his money is going on all of these women and to have sex with them and buying them chains and taking them blah blah blah, while he's got 10-15 kids out there that you don't see. I'm breaking that chain, and if they don't understand that, move your ass on. Do you understand? So I get what this guy's saying. Let's move on. Right, move on. Hamsham, move on. Let's move on, guys. 47, 48. Adrian Broner and Dean the Great. These guys.
I'm giving you shit now. Now what?
These guys were two guys that were streaming together. But to be honest with you guys, look, we got to say it for what it is. Yeah, there's a guy called Adrian Broner. He used to be a very good boxer. Then he started to kind of fall off because he must have had at least 2-3 million. Adrian Broner on the right here must have had about 2-3 million after his fights. Okay, let me quickly show you guys. Yeah, I'll quickly show you. Type in Adrian Broner, right, so I can show you. I think he was like 4-time world champion or something like that. 4-time world champion. Oh, sorry, bear with me. Let me quickly do it. So I'm just showing you guys that basically he was a champion. Adrian Broner versus, yeah. We'll put Adrian Broner world title, yeah? World title fight. So you can just kind of see Broner versus Garcia, Broner, Russia, Broner versus Paula. So he was like a Broner versus Pacquiao. He was a Adrian Broner versus Emmanuel Taylor. He was a big guy that had a bit of money, and then for whatever reason, he splashed his money on, which is kind of crazy, but people said he splashed his money on alcohol. You cannot buy enough alcohol. You can't, not with millions. This guy had millions, so from what I know, he mainly spends it on alcohol, so it can't have been just alcohol he lost his millions. Alcohol probably made him do even dumber decisions with his money, but he can't have lost his money due to alcohol, because you can't lose millions, 2-3 million. He must have had at least that amount. You can't lose that due to purchasing alcohol. What probably did happen was he spent it on lavishing women with gifts and blah, like Mike Tyson. He spent it on lavishing women with gifts and blah blah blah. Didn't have the right people around him, and all of a sudden he's broke. Now he met this guy called Dean the Great, and Dean the Great was basically going downhill as well. They decided to both get together and do videos. The only downside to it, in their videos they're always drunk. Yeah, and they were making a lot of money. But there was a little bit of tension, and now it got to a stage where both of them, after about 5-6 months, nearly came to blows.
At this point, I was like, all right,
Let's
I'm left
speed
with
it up a bit.
Do you want to get busy again?
Man, move, man. I ain't playing. Hey, you want to get busy, my nigga?
Don't do that to me in front of the camera, bro.
You want to get busy, bro? I ain't giving you shit now. Now what? Let's get busy, nigga.
Do your shit now. I'm doing myself.
Nigga, yeah.
Go home, nigga.
Let's get busy, whole ass nigga.
Let's open some bread. It's good. Do your shit now.
Nigga. You making it like that, nigga. Your crib niggas.
It's good.
Call your crib niggas. Let's get busy, nigga. Whole ass nigga.
So, I can't. I don't know what to say. Guys. You know, Adrian Broner needs some positive people around him. I think Dean the Great didn't really take advantage of Broner. I think they both took advantage of each other. They were both not really going anywhere. They decided to get together, and they were earning a lot of money. From one video, they were earning like 5-6 grand from one like 2-minute clip of a video. Do you understand? Only downside to it is they were always drunk in the video. Every single clip they done, they were drunk. So I'm trying to say, as if to indicate that they were drinking excessively every single day. Adrian Broner is only like 36, 37 years old, and he looks slightly older than that. He looks like he's in his 40s. If he continues drinking like that, he will not make it into his 40s. He won't. Not if you're drinking every single day. So, you know, the devil is very clever. The devil is very clever. They were making money, but not. You don't want to be making money like that. So I'm trying to say, not over something, and you're so intoxicated as well, where you're kind of embarrassing yourself. Do you understand? And remember, you're going to have kids in the future, and they're going to see that video of you kind of behaving that way. What kind of what's the word? Role model you're going to be to your own kids when they see that in future. Right, one more, guys, before we end this. One more. Let's go to it. Gaming is becoming unaffordable. GTA is $80 in America, so over here it's probably going to be about £60. Look, it done became unaffordable. It done became unaffordable about 10 years ago. For example, I used to play a game called Black Ops. The game was about £40 on release day. I'm sure it was about 40 quid on release day. Even Nintendo 64. Back in the day, their games brand new was £70. I remember my sister playing £75 for Donkey Kong game. So when she's saying they become unaffordable, $80, that was the price of a Nintendo game 25 years ago. Now you got games like Black Ops, where you pay £40 for the game, and then every 3 months they have this this kind of update. They have these update packages that you can buy for the game, and each update package is about £20 or £30. So every 3 months, by the end of the year, you probably bought about 4 of these packages, so you spent an extra £60 to £90 on top of the game price. So that's a total of like £140. GTA is heading, the new GTA is going to head down the same thing. They're certain head down the same kind of path. Once you purchase GTA for probably about £60 in English money, you'll then be able to buy these add-on packs that are going to be priced at about £30 to £40 each. And every game is working like that now. So you're never just buying the game by itself. You'll be buying these add-on packs that cost about £30, £40. GTA's managed to kind of prolong their game. How long has it been out in that for now? 8 years? And within those 8 years, there must have been about 12, 13, 14 different packs. So GTA has made billions off of the game. So I'm trying to say. And I'm talking about GTA 5. I ain't even talking about GTA 6. When that comes out, wow. That's all I can say. But guys, that's enough for tonight. I hope you've enjoyed it. It's been a sober one tonight. But yeah, I'm going to get back to the footy now. There's going to be a couple of football games on tonight. It's going to go on for now until about 2:30, 3 o'clock UK time in the morning. But yeah, guys, thank you for watching. And this is Fakebook News Part 7. Peace out.